and keeping those covenants I made in the temple and the joy that has brought me. I know all of this is centered around Christ. I know that covenant joy. And I realized that I went through pretty much the same thing that Joseph Smith went through, that his story is kind of all of ours at some point. Everyone has to make that decision at some point in their life. Real happiness is the gospel, and the covenants you make in the temple and the bond between you and your spouse and the family that you're building. That's where all my joy has come from. It's emotional for me. It's emotional. They always say your goal in life as a parent is to raise your children, to grow up, to be independent, to live without you. But I'm like, I can't live without them, I found the gospel because I needed it in my life. Heavenly Father knew I needed it. He guided me to it. I accepted it. I have free will. Like, I could have said no. And I had to stay strong through ups and downs. It's not easy being a convert. You have your questions, but having that faith and knowing I wanted this in my life, and then accepting it and learning and growing and keeping those covenants that I made, in the temple and in my marriage and everything, and the joy that it has brought me. I don't know if I was pregnant at the time, but I was like, oh my gosh, I want some pancakes so bad. And you were like, come to my house and I'll make you pancakes. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Do you remember this? And
I do know that you mentioned that. I completely
so I went to your house. Yeah, I think I was pregnant with the twins, and you made us pancakes, and your maple syrup was so good. And I was like, where do you get your maple syrup? And you're like, I make it. And I was like, what are you talking about? And so you told me about the maple tea and how to make the maple syrup. And I was like, she is such an amazing mom.